if it is, I feel completely safe about my being, here on this earth. I have no worries in the world because I'm protected if our government has something like that. But the fact that it was silent, shape-shifting, and the speed that it took off, like, I definitely don't think it was our government. We were hiking, we were chilling on the rocks, looking out on the valley, the plains below, looking up at the sky, thought I had seen a plane. I was looking at that, it looked like smoke was coming from its wings, so I told everybody else to look, and we were watching it, and then the wings slanted down, and all of a sudden, yeah, it just started coming lower and lower, and dropped down, like, almost, eye level. Got like, started coming in, got closer, started to get bright, like a reflective metal, something shiny, and turned into like more of a disc or saucer looking thing. And then it moved in closer, it's like right in front of us, hovered over to the right hand side, and then during that time it like shape shifted and changed into like a bubble that was translucent, so floated over and started, getting shiny again, and then all of a sudden basically like kind of disappeared, but gave off a little like haze and came back around. It was like hovered right in front of us, just hung out there for a minute, then it got shiny again, went back to the saucer, and just flew right out of the sky. It was hovering in front of us, like a few hundred yards out, whatever, and and then all of a sudden it just took off from a standstill to like 10,000 miles an hour, just with no sound or, flash of light, anything, just took off. The object we saw came from over our left-hand shoulder, and it's a mountain, range that we're on. So it came from the mountains over our left shoulder and dropped down, did its thing, came around, and took back off, and then like a minute after it left, we're all standing around wondering what just happened. Then I look up still, and 5 planes, single file line going the same direction it went, were flying, 5 in a row. Some had like 2 streams of exhaust coming out the back, some just 1, but single file line following the path that it took. But like, they moved through the air just so slowly, just slow. And the object we saw from a standstill or hovering, like right in front of us, just took off within 5 seconds. It was out of our eyesight. Where these took like 5 minutes to get to the horizon. I was amazed at what I saw or was witnessing. So yeah, I was just taking it in, trying to get as much detail and figure out if it's real or not. The only thing I can think that what was going on is that with the 5 airplanes, in the single file line that were, following the same path, if it was in an airspace, and it was unknown, the planes, were dispatched, to check it out. So they're both, coming to the mountain where we were, just looking out at the planes, and so it comes from our left-hand shoulder, and we're on the peak of the mountain, and it dropped down, which from the other planes would basically be out of view, like it was hiding or something like that even. But like, yeah, how it ducked down like to our like eye level on top of the peak from a real high altitude. Like I gotta think that it was like trying to hide out or something, because it came down and it became like basically invisible, except for we watched the transformation of it, because otherwise, you know, had you looked at it, it was just, you know, a bubble, you know, that was translucent, but we didn't take our eyes off it, so we got to see, you know, the transformation. But it seemed with that it was like trying to hide or something.